What's going on, guys? It's your boy John the Liquidator coming back with another video. So it looked like Dijonai Carrington is back in the headlines after she just got hit with instant karma over poking Kayla Clark in the eye. Guys, this story is crazy. And the WNBA views is currently dropping as Kayla Clark is not in the playoffs anymore. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Minnesota. Let's get it. Let's go. It is currently the WNBA playoffs, and we already know our girl Kayla Clark is at the crib enjoying her time off after her team was eliminated last week by the Connecticut Sun, and they moved on to play Minnesota. Well, I'm here to tell you, Kayla McBride came in, and she wanted all the damn smoke with Dijonai Carrington. She wasn't playing no games, bruh. This was the scene last week of Dijonai Carrington poking Kayla Clark in the eye, and that made national news. Hell, we still talking about it till today. What if I was to tell you we got some get back? Yes, it's being reported that the drama between the number 21s was at an all-time high in what was more than expected to be a heated contest when Connecticut Sun visit Target Center for their Game 2 against the Minnesota Lynx. In the playoff series, having already dealt the Lynx a tough loss in their previous matchup, the pressure was on Minnesota to deliver a strong performance in front of their home crowd, whether it meant pushing their limits or playing with a bit more intensity. Seemed they were ready to do whatever it took to secure this win. The Lynx put on a commanding performance, but the real story unfolded with the number 21s of both teams, Dijonai Carrington and Kayla McBride, almost turned the game into a physical showdown. And that's what I'm here to tell y'all, bro. Dijonai Carrington needs just go ahead and go to UFC. She want to be a fighter so bad, bro. She be ready to throw hands in these games like it's a physical combat sport, bro. As Carrington, the Sun guard, attempted to rally her team by waving through the Lynx defense, she almost launched a two-point shot from inside the arc, but in a flash, McBride charged in, aiming to block the shot. In the process, she snatched a ball right out of Carrington's hands, sending the Sun guard crashing to the floor. And I'm telling y'all, Dijonai Carrington looked absolutely stunned when her face hit that floor because she knew she had messed up, bruh. Let's roll the footage right now.
Got a hand on it and goes over to cool down Carrington. Had a couple of instances here where tempers have flared tonight. And here's a steal. Carrington takes it all the way. And McBride got a
semifinals of the playoffs. Anything extra beyond the regular physicality, and that is an awkward fall for Dijonai Carrington, but the officials don't call it anything other than a foul.
Now, that was the moment Dijonai Carrington hit the ground, and I'm here to tell y'all, bruh, she looked it like, dang, I can't believe somebody just did that to me. Now, Dijonai Carrington did speak to reporters immediately after this matchup. Let's check out what she had to say. Roll the footage.
Taking questions in the room?
For both players, there were a lot of dicey moments, obviously, between the two teams. How do you think that impacted just the game tonight?
You got it.
It's playoffs, so it's gonna be physical. It's gonna be, I guess, dicey moments. It's win or go home type of, deal. So everybody wants it, and emotions are high, but we're just two competitive teams going after it. That's about it.
Dijonai, there was that moment where you had that hard foul. Not going to ask you about the hard foul, but McBride really kind of came in there and helped you kind of stay in the game and calm down a little bit. Just what is it like having teammates that are so close and can kind of help you in those moments?
I mean, we all kind of have to keep each other calm and focused on the goal ahead. And we know that whoever we're playing, they're going to try to test us, whether it's with hard fouls, whether it's, chirping, whatever it is. And we just have to stick together and make sure that each other stays focused on the goal. So that's really what you saw there.
And then, Coach, last one for me.
That was Dijonai Carrington talking to the press after that matchup. I'm telling you right now, it's good to see her a little humbled, bruh, after what transpired with her and Kayla throughout this season. Guys, I am just happy to see her get a little get back put on her. Moving on to another story. Now, like we stated before, the playoffs is going on. Kayla Clark and the Fever was driving up the viewership. Look like the viewership numbers are starting to come down just a smudge. It's being reported that WNBA playoff ratings plummet after Kayla Clark goes home. Game 1 of the series between the Aces and Liberty, a rematch of the finals, only managed half as many viewers as Kayla Clark's first playoff game. Now, we knew there was a chance that those numbers could come down. Well, it looked like they currently is. The first weekend of the WNBA playoffs without rookie phenom Kayla Clark were a bit quieter in the terms of attention and viewership after Clark drew a WNBA record 1.84 million viewers to her first playoff game against the Connecticut Sun on September the 22nd. While competing with the NFL Sunday, she followed it up with another record audience of 2.5 million viewers for Game 2. And the Fever lost that game. Matter of fact, they lost both of the games. However, sending Kayla Clark home might have cost the WNBA tons of views. The first game between the Aces and Liberty, a rematch of last year's finals between two of the league's most popular and successful franchises, drew an audience of 929,000 on ESPN, which they made that announcement today. It is 50% less than the Fever game against the Sun. This is crazy. So, guys, all these women was talking all this stuff all season, bro, about how the WNBA was already headed in this direction. Caitlin didn't do nothing. All she did was just come in and make a bunch of noise. Well, guys, it looked like Kayla Clark was everything to this league. Now, we already knew this here in Kayla Clark land. Well, it looked like y'all is getting some humble pie, bruh, because y'all need Kayla Clark to get them views up. Now, still, historically, this number is actually good for any WNBA playoff game that doesn't involve Kayla, as it is better than any of the TV numbers for the finals between the two teams last year. Meanwhile, Game 1 of the Sun Link series had an audience of just around 650,000. These numbers are embarrassing, bro. Both of those games have also fallen well behind some of Clark's regular season games in terms of viewership as well. In early September, Clark's Indiana Fever played in front of a TV audience of 1.6 million viewers in the game against the Minnesota Lynx that was played at the same time as a Week 1 Friday night NFL game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And now this is what Kayla Clark was doing, bruh. She was actually getting more views than the NFL and NBA when all of these sports played the same night she did. Kayla Clark is a phenom. And Kayla Clark's first regular season final against the Washington Mystics on September 19th, a total of 20,000 fans that showed up at Capital One Arena set a new record for the highest attended WNBA regular season contest. Not only was people watching, they was coming out to see her play in person. Now, on TV front, Clark made the Fever the most watched team in the WNBA by a landslide in her rookie year as the 14th most watched WNBA games of the season, all included the Indiana Fever.
In that moment, and just related to this is a two-time defending championship team. This is a team that obviously knows what it needs to do. Why is it not happening on this in a way it didn't in either 22 or 23 playoffs?
Well, quite frankly, we haven't had the edge all year. We found it the last month. I feel like we've gained a lot of ground, but the feel was different from the jump. And this is why three-peating is hard. Let's be real. Like, the whole league has been pissed off for the last 8 months, and my players are in commercials and this and that and being freaking celebrities, and you get distracted. That's why it's hard, because human nature is distracting. And conversely, you think about the Spurs. I do all the time, the Spurs with the Miami Heat. They lose a absolute heartbreaker in Miami. off a basic thing, offensive rebound, kick out three. They should have walked away with the title that year. They lost it that year. The next year they came back. They came back with so much drive, so much discipline, so much focus that there was no way somebody was beating them in 2014. I mean, that ball was popping, but they took a huge loss. Liberty took a huge loss last year. And I liken it to that a little bit, where they had it, they felt like they had it, and we walked away with it. I did think we were the better team, but we were dealt a really freaking tough hand last year in the finals, losing Chelsea and Kia. So I'm sure they feel like something was stolen a little bit. At the end of the day, in 2 years, we've won here one time, Game 4. Other than that, they've kicked our ass.
That was Becky Hammond after the Aces and Liberty game last night. And I'm here to tell you, bruh, she ain't going for none of that. Becky Hammond want all the smoke. Guys, this is going to be an interesting series to watch. It's time to cover that one. But definitely get down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts about this. Keep them Bills on, because you know what? I'm going to bring you the news. And like always, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.